Big day for Apex Legends esports. ALGS, BLGS getting ready to start and crank up today. Also college football, big day for that as well. Lots of upsets for the playoffs, just making that known. Okay, let's talk about Apex. Alpha Intel, we've got some drama going on here about ImperialHal and Timmy talking about the state of the game. We've got continuing drama with iiTzTimmy's team, Jen Burton and Design going at it, and kind of their, I guess the way you look back at it now with Timmy seeing what happened with Jen and Design, what the argument was about, why they were going at each other, and his take on all this stuff, obviously as their IGL here. And then also a big announcement here with a big organization. Let's dive into it. Firstly, Alpha Intel came out with ImperialHal and Timmy talking about the state of the game. Unfortunate stuff here, especially when you're talking about the health, right? You don't want to get bad news consistently on a game for so long. It starts to kind of have that sentiment effect. Well, that's kind of what we're seeing, right? Hal comes out to say, I am pretty afraid. I feel like the last couple of months there has been no signs of life. And this is kind of coming from both Timmy and Hal. They also kind of say, if you're going to do if you're not going to do the bare minimum, your game's just going to go downhill gradually. And then we also saw their take on really the big problems are with ranked, because ranked is just like so unplayable. It's supposed to be the holy grail of the game, right? It's supposed to be the big thing we all play, grind, and rank for. It's just not really something that's plausible anymore. Nobody grinds for number one ranked. Nobody cares for number one ranked anymore. It's very, very tight-knit, small grind. And I think it's because the cheaters have ruined it, or also the 3-stack versus the solo queuers. The way that the matchmaking system works is definitely problematic. If you guys want to see the full articles or the full video that I kind of broke down this over on my main channel yesterday, the link is down below. Not going to beat it too hard here because it's not really ALGS related, but I did feel like it was important to make mention. Also, speaking of important to make mention, we got to talk about this. Falcons is a totally different team right now than what we have seen in the past. Now, there's obviously a lot going on with, some of these rosters changing back and forth, subbing out people, and, teams in and out, whatever. I understand that scrims are not a full representation of the real tournaments themselves, but you have to make mention that Falcons have won, and they've won, and they've won, and they've won consistently over the last week. Falcons have looked good, not just top 3, but literally winning consistently as well, by big margins as well. 108 points. They broke triple digits on this set. Kill leader was 0. Damage leader 0. Team kill leader Falcons. I mean, they have broken a lot of these stats, and they have looked really, really phenomenal as of late. Alliance in second, Cloud9 in top 3, Liquid Alienware, Complexity, LG, VKG, Orgulus in Hungary, Gaming Gladiators, NRG in the top 10, X and Y, Oblivion, FaZe Clan, Stallions, Eternal, Furia, Go Next, 100 Thieves, TSM, and Dragons in that bottom 20. But Falcons, it's been all about the Falcons as of late with the scrims. We will see if they could do that today in the next couple of days with BLGS. Obviously, as we ramp this tournament up today, we talked about the last couple of days. Falcons are not currently qualified for BLGS finals. They do need a big day after they bottomed out or didn't look too good. Didn't even make finals in the first set qualifier of BLGS. So we'll see if they can get it done today. Also wanted to make mention, big announcement change here. VirtusPro, organization and you're very familiar with, have made their announcement for Apex, their new roster. And you may be confused, right? We thought they had a roster. Well, about to explain it. Firstly, Legends, get ready. Our club is thrilled to announce the signing of a new roster. Their Apex roster, now former E8 roster, Slayer, Lou, and Zach Mazer. Now they come out to also say, we extend our gratitude to the players of the previous roster, which was Way, Pricey, and Sharky, no longer a part of VP, and for their contributions, and we wish them the best of luck. Now, I think this is honestly, it's a pretty good pickup. I think you can't ignore the fact that Elev8 was a good roster. They had some momentum. They've looked pretty solid. I think they're the number 2 team right now in BLGS. You can't doubt it. You can't look over that. And they've also been open that they're looking for a new org, looking for a new team, because Elev8 was looking to get out of everything. So I get it. It's not a bad pickup. On the flip side, VirtusPro was qualified for champs already in the APAC South region based on their split 1 performance. So, they were all going to have some representation there, but maybe they did want to go to that next level and get a top North American team as they go into that tournament for champs pretty soon. Just thought I would mention it, though. Big announcement. Obviously, the very big roster. I also just realized that I got more likes on my announcement than they did on their official announcement. That you guys are insane for that. Thank you so much for the support over on Twitter. I've lost another hundreds of followers though. Come on. Anyhow, thanks for all the support over there on Twitter. Really appreciate what you guys are doing over there. I really just regurgitate a lot of information, but it's coming from other sources, whether it be just the pages themselves on Reddit, YouTube clips, and whatnot. but I know there's an audience out there that wants to hear information, wants to know what's going on, and they don't really, you know, scavenge the internet all day, every day. So they want it all in one collective place. I get a lot of hate for it, by the way. I don't even get on Reddit at all. I don't even have a Reddit account that I've used in years. And so I actually found myself on a little rabbit trail the other day looking at stuff. I found there's a massive audience that hates me, apparently, because I just regurgitate information. But I felt like I've been open that that's what we do. That's what all news does. Nobody's really making new news. Stephen A. Smith, nobody, whatever. On talk shows about sports, we're just talking about what the pros are doing. We're talking about what the news is circulating, coming from these other sources. And I hope that you can appreciate that. If you hate me, you hate me. Just block me. We can move on. Shake hands. At the end of the day, we don't have to like each other, but hopefully we can respect one another. Lastly, we got to make mention about this 100 Thieves roster. This has been an ongoing conversation over the last couple of days. Obviously, we made mention of Gen and Design going at it. They've had problems. This has not necessarily been something new. It's kind of amplified in the last couple of days, but last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, when this roster first came together, they were already having some contentions, and this kind of is a you know, an ongoing thing with Design. And I don't think it's really personal, like you'll see Timmy say. I just think that's the way that Design is. He's a very passionate player. And so if you haven't really seen the arguments going on between these two, here's a little bit of a recap and some of the highlights from some of their arguments just recently. Roll the clip.
I said when I pointed out your issue, you know what you said to me? Yeah, for sure, dude. What the fuck?
Yes, like I know. Obviously, I fucking know it was a mistake, and
like you're showing an attitude, but and then
you're showing an attitude by saying, "What the f are you doing? Why are you stepping up in front of this team?" Like fucking all aggressive.
No, I'm saying when I make a mistake,
you literally show an attitude whenever you're trying to nitpick anything. When you show an attitude, so I'm gonna give you a
say that it's my bad. The difference with you is that you don't want to learn. Okay, you don't want to learn, and you say for sure, dude. That's what you say. That's the difference.
You're taking a fucking aggressive
tone. Fix your
tone.
attitude, bro. Come on, fix your
fucking
attitude.
tone. Fix your fucking tone then, and I won't give you a fucking tone back.
Dude, yeah, for sure. Yeah, real. You can't just go up in front of them if you know they're there. Go the other zip on me.
For sure, bro. My bad.
You literally said that right there, and then you're going on the zip line that like can see you on. I don't get that.
It's also easier said than done. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys took constructive criticism, would you take it like well? You know what I mean? Like, would you take all construction criticism well? Would you be able to listen to it, actually like, you know, do something about it? Would it not affect your gameplay? You know what I mean? Like, if like imagine like someone was constantly telling you like you're doing something wrong, like will you be able to perform?
Now, after all of that took place, Timmy went on to speak what he thought about the argument between them two and what, quote, side he was taking, or, you know, just his thoughts about it moving forward as a team. Here's what Timmy had to say. Roll.
But honestly, it is what it is. Gotta get Dez to sort out is for real. I just want you all to be successful. Jen trying to tell. I mean, I think both sides made a good point. I mean, I didn't like hear or watch what was being shown. So I have no idea like what really happened because I was actually not there. But I mean, from what I heard is, you know, one person doesn't want to be like told in a bad attitude, bad tone, which is, you know, roughly fair. But I also think it's like not really that personal. So like, no need to get really kind of called offended. That's the word. But then also, you know, Jen makes a fair point. Like, well, I mean, I'm the one who kind of said it before, but we all just need to have good sleep.
So interested to see what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all things going on inside the world of Apex Legends, esports news, roster, drama, stories, and much more. We'll keep you up to date right here on the channel for all things ALGS, BLGS related. Don't forget, results coming out the next couple of days, hours, even some coming out at the time of making this video. So make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date. We'll be back at it later today if things get crazy enough. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.